Yeah, right, guys, I just want to do a quick review, an overview of 3 types of belts. This is a Shekingear ferro bison belt, or should I say style belt, a GBRS group style belt from AliExpress, and then an Idogear. I can't remember what they call it now, battle belt. So let's start with the Idogear belt. First of all, the Velcro is the other way round to most other belts. Most belts have the sharp bit on the belt. This means when you put your inner belt on, it will start rubbing against your kit, your shirt, your trousers and everything like that, which is less than ideal really. The sort of solution to that, the GBRS group, the proper belt. So you get your inner with the rough Velcro. I'm guessing that's the hook, and then the loop. They had an extra belt that goes over the top, so it covers it when you're traveling to or from Airsoft, so you can still wear the belt. While we're looking at the GBRS group belt, it's a nice belt. This is obviously another replica off AliExpress. So you put it on, and then you can pull it tight with this, which I really like, because, like I said, you can really cinch it down and have it nice and tight. The only sort of problem with it is, compared to the bison belt, now I've been using this, it feels like a lot of faff to have to sort of thread that back through to get your trousers on and off. Not that you're taking your trousers on and off a lot, but it just seems a bit of a pain compared to this that just has a hook to take it off. Also, you get to the game, you throw this outer belt into your kit somewhere, then at lunchtime you're hunting for your belt. Otherwise you've got to deal with this rubbing against your t-shirt, and as you can see, there's bits of my shirt in here already, which is not good. The belt that actually came with it was more like this one though, that is just a wrap around, and then you just pull it tight and cinch it where you want it. I'd say, other than the Velcro being the wrong way around, it's a really good belt. It's really easy to adjust, and you can adjust it so the molly, so the cobra buckle is in the middle of the molly, where a lot of these belts, the buckle is attached to one side and you adjust it on the other, meaning the molly could end up being further around or round that way, which could be a bit of a pain in the butt. It's got Idogear written right on the buckle, so everyone knows that it's not a genuine anything belt, but that's not really a massive problem. The rest of the belt, pretty good. It's not the stiffest belt in the world, but I never had any problem with the belt moving or anything once it was on, pouches sagging or anything like that. As you can see, it's been well used. It's really easy to molly the pouches on it. So for the money, I think these are about 20 quid. It's a great little belt. Really, other than the Velcro on the inner belt being the wrong way round, really not a problem. Then I've got the GBRS group style belt. This one, the genuine GBRS group belt, this Velcro should be the other way around, like the Idogear belt. So they've got that bit wrong. Don't really like this style of inner belt that you just pull on, because it's not easy to pull it and cinch it tight. The cobra buckle, it's fine. It's not got no markings on it, but it works fine. I really like the way this bit says makes it very difficult to slip when it's on. Molly and the pouches on are a bit of a pain, but once they're on, they're not moving at all, because the Tigris actually runs through this part of the belt, so you're actually mollying it through the belt and the Tigris. So ideally you want to be using this type of pouch. If you're using the ones like this with the pop studs, you're never gonna get them through like this. Just getting them through here, it's just the first bit's not so bad, but you got to try and get them through there, and it's just, yeah, as you can see, it's not easy at all. Oh, actually this one seems to be going through not so bad, but now getting it back through here and then getting it back on itself and getting it back through here, it's just like nearly impossible to get them through, even with a plastic spatula. You know, look, it's kind of stuck in there now. See, it's stuck basically. I'm gonna have to get the plastic spatula to try and get that out. But other than that, it's a really nice belt. Once it's on, the pouches, they don't move around. It's definitely the stiffest belt. Look, I'm really struggling to bend this, especially there. It's not going anywhere. So if you can get over the inner belt or change the inner belt, I'd say this is a really good belt to get, especially for the money. Yeah, and the quality of it's great. I think these are about 35 pounds. Then we got the Shekingear bison belt. The thing I do really like about this belt is the fact putting it on is literally just a case of hooking this through. So once it's adjusted, it is quite stiff to adjust it, but once it's adjusted, you've got it right. It's actually really nice. The only downside with it is I used to run this through here like this, and when you got a holster on it, if you've got your gun in there, your pistol or anything, when you put it on, the weight of it, it used to do that and unadjust it, so you used to have to put it on, put it back and adjust it. But I'm hoping now, I've started running it this side, it's really not pulling that. So maybe it was just me having it set up wrong. Now it seems to work quite well. The belt is fairly rigid. It's not as rigid as the GBRS group belt, but I think if you want AOR1, this is pretty much your only choice anyway. It's a great belt. It's easy to molly pouches on, even with the pop studs. The only thing I would say is, because the Velcro's on this side, is when you put it on, I'm just careful that it sits sort of below, so it's not catching on my t-shirt, so it's catching against my trousers instead, because I think they're probably a harder wearing material than my top. So out of all the belts, which one would I say was the best? I'd say the inner belt is the best on this one. The outer belt is the best on this one, as long as you're not running this type of pouch, because like I said, they're just a pain to get the pouches in and out. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description for where I got everything. But yeah, thank you very much for watching.